Manchester United versus Burnley then up next, away at Burnley. It's been a real difficult game for a lot of teams this season away there. Not many teams have won at Burnley. And Manchester United go there with now two massive injury problems. Zlatan Ibrahimovic ruled out till potentially next January, so his Manchester United career is as good as finished for me. And Marcus Rojo, he's ruled out for the rest of the season as well, potentially longer as well. So that is another massive blow, because the defence didn't, certainly for the first 5-10 minutes of that game after Marcus Rojo went off, for some reason we didn't look the same, and it is a problem for Manchester United. Blind hasn't played a lot of football, and he's probably going to have to come back in at some point now. Now, I'm obviously expecting a lot of changes to Manchester United. We're going to have to make changes because we've got just too many games coming thick and fast, and we do not want to pick up any more injuries at all over the coming weeks, because we're really down to the threadbare. And the problem is juggling two competitions with a lot of injuries is the problem. Now, we've got a big squad, so we shouldn't use this as an excuse at all. But I don't know if the strength in depth is the same quality. He's nowhere near the same quality as players that are starting games, and we're going to be relying on Marcus Rashford now a lot more than we would have thought we would a few weeks ago. He's going to have to play centre stage, and he cannot afford to miss chances like he did against Anderlecht when he went through one-on-one. He's got to be taking his chances in these coming games, because if he's not, we're not going to be winning games, because although Zlatan has missed a lot of chances, he's still scored a really decent amount of goals this season. So Zlatan's got to take probably a good chunk of his chances coming up. We'll have to wait and see. But obviously David Hale will be back in goal. Valencia will be at right back. I'm hoping he'll keep Luke Shaw, but he did have cramp towards the end of that, so it could be Darmian go back there, but I wouldn't be surprised either way. But I think Luke Shaw is definitely back in the reckoning now for a spot in the Manchester United team. Done himself the world of good there, playing through with cramp for that last half an hour. Then the defence in the centre-back positions, he's probably going to go with Blind and Bailey, but I would go with Tuanzebe and Bailey. I think that Tuanzebe's got to be given a chance in the next couple of weeks, or he's never going to get a chance again this season. He really does need to be getting some game time soon. The under-23s haven't played, so it gives a massive chance for him. He will at least be on the bench, I'm sure, because he has to be. If Darmian's put a centre-back, I'll be so pissed off with that. He's got to be putting Tuanzebe in if Blind isn't playing, or Bailey, because he did say Eric Bailly would potentially need to be rested because he's played 6 games in a row, which is a bit worrying, because we don't want to see him get injured anymore this season, because our defence will be shot to shit if that's true. I would go for Herrera and Pogba in the midfield, 2, Mkhitaryan in the number 10, then it's going to be Ashley Young and Martial for me out on the wings. Obviously Mkhitaryan in that number 10's got to be performing well and scoring goals. He's started stepping up to play a lot more than he did in the first few games of the season, which is great to see. He's now got 10 goals for Manchester United in his first season. That's not too bad for him, considering a few problems at the start of the season, and he seems to be getting more consistent as the season goes on. A bit like Juan Mata stepping up to the plate when Zlatan and that aren't stepping up, which is great. And obviously it's going to be Rashford up front. It's going to be Ashley Young out wide, because he said that Ashley Young will come back into the team for this game, so I'll presume he'll be out on one side. Probably Jesse or someone will be rested. Martial may not even come in, but I would like to see Martial given an opportunity. He may even choose to bring Rooney back in at some point into the team. He may choose to play Rooney as striker though, because obviously Rashford, we don't want to play him every single game. If there's some dead rubbers in the Premier League coming up, if we do falter away in the Premier League, then it would probably be a good opportunity to rest Rashford and play maybe Wayne Rooney as the centre forward for some Premier League games. Maybe even give Martial a chance as centre forward in some Premier League games, and give Rashford the opportunity in Europe if it's mathematically impossible in the Premier League. I think this is not going to be an easy game. I think it's going to be quite tight, but I'm going to go for Manchester United winning it 1-0. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on the game. Do you think these injuries have cost Manchester United's season? Potentially they probably have. I know a lot of people want Zlatan out of the team because he does slow down the attack. Manchester United look a lot better at times when he hasn't played. In the last couple of games when he hasn't been on the pitch, Manchester United have done all right, but I still think over the whole season, them 28 goals, if we didn't have him, we would have struggled. I mean, someone else would have been there to score some of the goals, but I'm not sure we would have been able to score that amount, 28 goals throughout the rest of the players. All the players would have actually chipped in with more, I know that, but I'm not sure they'd have all been able to chip in with that amount of goals. So let me know your thoughts. But potentially we're definitely going to have to sign we were going to sign at least one forward in the summer, whether Zlatan stayed or not. So do you think we need to sign 2 strikers or 2 forwards in the summer? For me, Griezmann and Mbappe would be the perfect 2. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon.